In Court on TKO8 Television is brought to you in part by Campbell Bonding Company.
Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-741-1138.
Let's get started. We've got a long way to go today. So, court call. First matter is 2018 Boone County case CR 2018-116. This number is with a different. Okay, just a second. I'm going to go to, do we have a case number for this Austin Angel case? It hasn't been set up yet? Okay. Okay. Huh. Are you Austin Angel?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Has Austin Angel applied to the PD's office?
Yes.
Okay. Does he have any other cases here on this docket?
No, Judge. We had earlier revoked the probation and sentenced him to DOC, so he's down to DOC on a parole violation.
Okay. But this is a new charge.
Yes.
Okay, the file hasn't been set up as yet, so.
He had an 8.1 back in January. I just think it's a matter that no one has read a warrant to him. But Judge, I can tell you, I think, that the charges would be, it's too long. I'll just give it to the court.
Well, I don't know that we can do an arraignment without a file being set up. So, I understand we know what the charges are, but case. We'll make the appointment of the Public Defender's Office to represent Mr. Angel.
Judge would waive a formal reading of the information and so we're not guilty.
Yeah. Mr. Angel, have you had a warrant read to you there at the jail?
Yeah, prison, yeah.
Pardon?
In prison, yes.
You're in prison, I understand that, but did you have a warrant? Huh?
This warrant was read to me, yes.
Okay. Okay. Well, at this point, the file's not been set up, so I don't know that we can do a formal arraignment. So I'm going to just, at this point, you'll continue to remain in jail. We'll take up the issue of arraignment once the file's set up. You may be excused. We have Brent Belt. Is that the same situation? Is Brent Belt there?
Yes.
Mr. Belt, have you made any arrangements to be represented by an attorney?
No, sir.
Okay. Apparently, there are charges. Were you read a warrant while you were in prison?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, you're here to be arraigned on those charges. The problem is the warrant hasn't been returned and the file has not been set up. What I'm going to advise you is you've got felony charges, as you should be already aware, and it would be in your best interest to make arrangements for an attorney. You do that by either hiring the attorney of your choice, in which case the court does not get involved in the process. That's a matter of private contract between you and the attorney you're choosing to hire. If you're not in a position to be able to afford an attorney, you're still entitled to an attorney, and you secure appointed counsel by making application to the Public Defender's Office. The applications for the Public Defender's Office are there at the jail, and I'm going to recommend to you that you'll need to get one and fill it out and turn it in. And as soon as the warrant gets returned and we get an opportunity, we will arrange for an arraignment on your charges. So, at this point, you may be excused.
Yes, sir.
Court calls 2018-129-3, State of Arkansas versus Dustin Blackburn. Mr. Blackburn, have you made arrangements for an attorney at this point?
Yes.
In what form?
Public Defender's Office.
You made an application?
They appointed me one.
Who appointed you the public defender?
Excuse me?
Who made that appointment?
Kirkpatrick.
So you filled out the form, and Judge Kirkpatrick made the appointment. Do we have?
Oftentimes in these situations, he may have district court charges too, where he was appointed in the district court case, but he'll need to fill out a separate application for his circuit court case, and oftentimes they don't understand that they need one for every case.
Yep. I understand. All right. Well, if you heard Mr. Gibson's explanation, that is the truth. You need a separate application, not just for if you had district court charges. Judge Kirkpatrick is the district judge, and he may have appointed you to be represented on those charges in his court, but there's a separate application. I mean, you'll have to fill a separate application out for appointment to be to have counsel in this case. So once again, I'd advise you that those applications are there at the jail. I'm going to recommend strongly to you that you get a copy, you fill it out, and turn it in. You turn it in so that we have counsel in your case. Today, you're for arraignment on charges of possession of a controlled substance, Schedule 1 or 2, methamphetamine or cocaine, Class D felony, and possession of drug paraphernalia, separate Class D felony. On those charges, how do you now plead?
Not guilty.
I'm noting your plea. Yes, sir?
Can I inquire?
Pardon?
Could I inquire something?
Yes, sir?
If I was to fill out application today, would the state be in position for a proposal plea agreement where we could possibly dispose of the case today?
We would.
All right. Get it done.
Yes, sir.
You want to, so we have him brought over this afternoon? Mr. Carter?
We can, Your Honor.
All right. I'll put him on the list to transport for the afternoon session. You've been arraigned at this point. You're on the Division 3 docket of Judge Putman. If it doesn't result in a plea this afternoon, then the court is setting it down for you to reappear in front of Judge Putman a week from today on, let's see, that'll be the 27th. All right. But I'm directing that you'll be brought over this afternoon. You may be excused at this time.
Sir, thank you.
Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-741-1138.
Stop in at White Oak Station on Capps Road in Harrison and fill up with Shell gasoline, the highest quality gasoline with more miles per gallon, saving you money. Sign up for the Fuel Rewards card and save 5 cents per gallon every time. Plus, get an extra 5 cents off on Razorback Wednesdays. That's a savings of 10 cents per gallon. Check out their expanded deli and hot and cold food items. Capps Road, White Oak Station, where customer service is their #1 goal.
Summer is just around the corner, and the staff at Harness Boots and Shoes are ready with all the latest styles of tennis shoes, sandals, dress shoes, casual shoes, boots, and hiking shoes. You'll find the most popular brands such as Merrell, Birkenstock, Chaco, New Balance, and Twisted X for men, women, and children. And if you don't find the style or color you want in stock, they'll be happy to order them for you. Don't forget, $10 down will hold anything in the store on layaway. Harness Boots and Shoes on the west side of the square in beautiful downtown Harrison.
2018-130, State of Arkansas versus Jeffrey Choate.
Judge, it looks like this matter's been moved to Division 3.
Been moved to Division 3.
That's what I have on my notes.
Why is that?
I don't know. It's tracking along as revocation.
Oh,
Division
okay. Judge, if that's the case, I have no objection if we move it to Division 3 to track along with the revocation in Division 3. However, I would like him arraigned at this point.
Yeah,
Judge, it's still, he did enter a plea of not guilty, waive a formal reading of the charges, and it appears that we're still lacking discovery in this matter.
We've already got it on a scheduling order on this division. So, I don't find a transfer order. That's what I'm looking for.
Judge, my recollection from Mr. Chubb's case, he does have a, I think it's 2012-227 in Division 3, and I think Judge Putman, if I recall correctly, Mr. Chubb, he said if this court was agreeable to transfer the new case so that they could track together.
What's the number that it's tracking with?
It is 12, CR 12-227.
All right. There's a docket entry that lists it as an order of transfer, but if you look it up, it's the scheduling order for this court, putting it on this court's schedule. So there's no, I mean, there's not. I mean, I guess we're going to need another order of transfer then. All right. Mr. Chubb is appearing at this time on charges of driving while intoxicated, a fourth offense, defective or improper vehicle lights, no seat belt, and failure to stop or yield.
Judge, we'd enter a plea of not guilty.
Court notes a plea of not guilty. We'll set it down to reappear in front of Judge Putman on April 27th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You bet. 'What? Do it right now, so that he can then come back. Okay. So I got to remember to recall his. They get them. (2018-88) State of Arkansas versus Paul Scott Hendricks. Where are we getting all that feedback?
Judge, we're here for arraignment on this matter. We'd enter a plea of not guilty, waive a formal reading of the charges.
This is and the Public Defender's Office has been appointed.
That's correct, Your Honor.
The charges are aggravated residential burglary, Class Y felony, battery in the first degree, criminal use of a prohibited weapon, plea of not guilty is noted here on the record. This case is set for trial by scheduling order in this court. The defendant's next reappearance in court will be July 13th. After that, there'll be a pretrial hearing scheduled on August 31st. There'll be a plea deadline hearing set for September 14th, and the defendant is set for trial during the week of September 17th. Anything else to come before the court today?
Nothing further.
You may be excused, sir.
Sir, could I get a reasonable bond, please?
Judge, this involves what is in essence a home invasion, a stabbing of a husband, a threatening to kill a 1 or 2 year old child.
I didn't do none of that.
Judge, the bond is...
Can you not put stuff on top of that microphone, please? You were leaning over it, I guess. I can't hear. Thanks.
Judge, the bond is quite excessive in this case. It's set at $250,000. If we could have that substantially lower, maybe even put an ankle monitor on the guy to make sure he stays away from that residence. He has a minimal criminal history also.
Well, based on the review of the charging, the affidavit and the charging document, the court's going to find that at this time the bond is not unreasonable. The court's going to leave the bond set at $250,000, given the circumstances that are alleged in this matter. This case is being set for is set by that scheduling order I mentioned earlier. Anything else to come before the court? Okay, Mr. Hendricks, your next appearance in court will be July 13th.
We all need the help of a pharmacy from time to time. Sullivan Pharmacy would like to thank all their customers for supporting them as an independent local pharmacy. When you trade with an independent pharmacy, you deal with an owner that supports the local economy and charities. Visit Sullivan Pharmacy for any of your over-the-counter or prescription needs. It's important to keep helping those that help the community. Sullivan Pharmacy, 731 Main Street, Harrison, serving this area since 1965.
Many things have changed over the years, and so has auto body repair. Even though Ozark Auto Body has been in business for over 30 years, they continue to change with the times. They believe protecting the environment is important and have done so by using environmentally friendly waterborne paint from PPG. This aligns with the technology used by original manufacturers and gives you a lifetime limited warranty. Quality PPG waterborne paint, ASC certified personnel, plus 24-hour towing service. Ozark Auto Body in Harrison, always taking pride in excellence.
We'd like to tell you our reason for raising the minimum legal sale age of tobacco products from 18 to 21.
We will not be Big Tobacco's replacements for those who die each and every day from tobacco-related illnesses.
18 and 19-year-old tobacco users are a major supplier of tobacco products for younger youth.
Raising the legal age to purchase tobacco or nicotine products to 21 eliminates access to those suppliers, giving us a brighter future, a tobacco-free future.
We are loud and proud, and we will define our own future. For more information, visit sosprojectprevent.com.
This message is brought to you by your master tobacco settlement dollars at work.
2018-64, State of Arkansas versus Miles Ray Scott.
He went to the restroom, Your Honor.
Okay. Well, all right. Go back to him, too.
He's on his way back right now. Yeah, Bob.
Mr. Scott, you're before the court today for arraignment on a charge of unlawful burning. Have you made any arrangements to be represented by an attorney?
Yes, sir. As far as I know, we're supposed to be hiring Philip Moon.
Okay. But you yourself have not talked to Mr. Moon? Is there somebody in your family that's hiring him?
Yes, sir.
Judge, I talked to Mr. Moon yesterday afternoon, and the retainer fee that was supposed to come from, I think, Mr. Miles' girlfriend has not arrived yet.
Oh, all right. Yeah. I'm going to note that you're hiring or attempting to hire Mr. Moon. Court would advise you that you have an absolute right to an attorney. What that means is you have the right to hire the attorney of your choice, and the court does not get involved in that. But it's up to you to conclude the private contract arrangement and get the attorney hired. If at some point in this process you determine that you cannot afford to hire an attorney and want to seek appointed counsel, you still have the right to be represented by an attorney. And the way you secure appointed counsel is you fill out an application for the Public Defender's Office. They're available there at the jail if you want to fill one out, and get it turned in, and one will be appointed by a court.
Yes,
on the charge, which is, as I stated previously, is charged as unlawful burning, a Class C felony, and you're charged as an habitual offender. On those charges, how do you now plead?
I'm not guilty.
Okay. Court is noting your plea of not guilty here today. This case is on the Division 4 docket. That's my docket. And we're entering a scheduling order that sets your next appearance in court for July 13th. Sets you for pretrial on August 31st of 2018, and sets your case for trial during the week of September 17th, with September 14th plea deadline date. So all those dates are set by a scheduling order. All right. At this time, you may be excused.
Judge, Mr. Scott has a hold from the Department of Corrections from Washington County. There may be some discussion about an order keeping him here until his number for the Department of Corrections comes up. I'll work on that between the various sheriff's offices to see if that's what they want to do.
All right. Very well. You may be excused, sir. State of Arkansas versus John Shoemaker.
Judge, we filed a motion for a bond hearing in this matter, if he could be brought over this afternoon.
All right. All right. Then I'm going to order him transported over. He has 12 other cases that are already assigned to the Division 4 docket. I don't know whether we want to discuss transferring this one to the Division 4 docket so that they can all be
just
resolved at once. So, all right. And the bond hearing will be, so we're going to have a bond hearing this afternoon.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Shoemaker, you'll be transported over.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-741-1138.
Fly higher. Go further. Do more. Take it to the next level with Polaris. Whether you're chasing unforgettable memories, manhandling a mountain of work, or pushing the limits of work and play, we've got the perfect machine built just for you. Now's the time to get rebates up to $2,000 during the Polaris Spring Sales Event.
Come see us at 824 North Main in Harrison.
2017-334, State of Arkansas versus Heather Douglas.
Judge, she also has a revocation in this matter.
$16.42. So of course, the court is also calling case 2016-42. Ms. Douglas, you're appearing before the court today for arraignment in case 2017-34, where you're charged with breaking or entering and theft of property. On those charges, how do you now plead?
Not guilty, Your Honor. Your Honor, we can bring her over for this afternoon.
I'm going to so direct, but let's take up the revocation too. So, is it for arraignment or first appearance?
Neither, Judge. She was released to go to a program, and she left the program. And the case was actually, I think, continued for a year, but there's no, because she left the program of her own volition, there's no reason to continue it. We could take it up this afternoon.
According to the petition, she has new charges.
That's correct, Your Honor. That is page 2017-334.
I believe that's the burglary and
That's
theft
the
of
same one
property.
here?
That's correct, Your Honor.
I see. Okay. There's nothing in the petition about leaving a program. That's why I was inquiring.
Judge, it's on your conditions of bond when she was released in January.
I see. All right. Program. What was the program that she bonded to?
Telestai House.
All right. I'm directing that Ms. Douglas will be brought over, and we'll take up her case this afternoon. You may be excused.
Thank you.
2018-2, State of Arkansas versus Lewis Mullinex. Mr. Mullinex is for pretrial today. Are there any issues to be pretried?
There's no action, Your Honor.
Mr. Mullinex is on a scheduling order that has him for trial the week of June 4th, and his pretrial date is June 1st, or his plea deadline date is June 1st. You may be excused, sir.
Thank you.
2017-274, State of Arkansas versus Roland Keith Rogers. There was an alias warrant issued at some point. Is that what he's hearing before the court?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Judge, it looks like we're still waiting on a lab report in this matter.
Mr. Carter, do we not have the lab report back? I mean, this has
When we checked on the
been more than 6 months.
lab report on March 5th, it had been received.
When was it received? Can you tell me that?
October 30th of 2017.
So we're at 6 months at least, a little over. I'm going to set it down for trial. Is our next trial period the
Week of May 7th.
If we don't have it back yet, that's a little prompt, but let's get it. What's the next one after that?
June 4th.
All right.
Can we do the May 7th, Your Honor?
Setting it for June 4th, 2018 for trial. June 1st will be a plea deadline. All right. That'll be the order of the court. Be set down for trial.
Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-741-1138.
Fly higher. Go further. Do more. Take it to the next level with Polaris. Whether you're chasing unforgettable memories, manhandling a mountain of work, or pushing the limits of work and play, we've got the perfect machine built just for you. Now's the time to get rebates up to $2,000 during the Polaris Spring Sales Event.
Come see us at 824 North Main in Harrison.
The 2018 Toyota Camry was made to keep you comfortable and connected. With tech and styling to help you let your hair down. So you can dance like nobody's watching.
We're totally watching.
Enjoy some time to yourself in a new 2018 Toyota Camry.
Right now, qualified buyers can get 0% APR financing for 60 months on the new fun-to-drive 2018 Camry. Hurry in today. Toyota, let's go places.
Sullivan Pharmacy has been serving your prescription needs for over 40 years. Our professional staff is glad to assist you with prescriptions, over-the-counter medicines, and healthcare products. Stop by Sullivan Pharmacy if you have questions about Medicare Part D, and we'll be glad to help. If you're in a hurry, use our convenient drive-through window so you don't have to get out of your car. Sullivan Pharmacy, 731 North Main Street in Harrison, helping you feel better since 1965.
2018-50, State of Arkansas versus Christopher Breedlove.
Judge, I think Mr. Breedlove's here today just for the purpose of a reappearance. He's got a pretrial May 11th, plea deadline 6/29, and jury trial of 7/31. There are no issues to take up at this time. Discovery has been provided. And it's a theft of property case, so there'll be no crime labs to.
Speak. I was just trying to figure out why we have it down for here. It's a Division III case, and I think it's set on by Judge Puntman's scheduling order. So,
Sir, with all due respect, I go off for parole next month. It's a scam like we just took care of today. It's been since November.
yeah. I'm aware of that. This case is on another judge's docket. So
I know they swapped it from his to yours last time. That's the reason I couldn't take care of it.
Who did?
The Putman, because I was up there at court and he said he was putting it to your docket, so I had to wait again. I mean, I know it's not y'all's kind of equipment or whatever. I don't know. I just know I'm trying to get took care of so I can go home.
Judge, I think you may have a revocation.
Judge, to be honest with you, I know nothing about this case. I don't have a file on it. Mr. Bradford's one who has been handling this, so I'm not in a position to make a plea offer.
Judge, if we could have Mr. Breedlove set for next Friday in front of Judge Putman, and I'll get down there and see. We just got appointed.
I completely don't understand. All the dates that are listed in the docket note for Judge Putman on March 16th, setting this case down, none of those dates correspond to either dates on my schedule or his schedule for pretrial dates or court dates. Sir, I'm listening to you. I'm trying to address what you've asked me to do. Now, just be quiet, all right? I don't see any place that this case has been transferred. Well, maybe it is. Let me see.
Judge, we show March 21st there was a transfer order from Division 4 to Division 3. I couldn't speak as to why that was done, though.
Okay, here's the problem. Whoever prepared that set it up for appearance on Friday, May 11th. Well, I don't show that as a Friday, so part of the problem is it wasn't done very well.
It is, Your Honor. The 11th is Judge Putman Day.
No. I'm a little bit confused about why the records don't match up at all with any of the dates we're working with. This order of transfer transfers the case to Judge Putman.
Correct, Your Honor. It had drawn an even number when it was originally set up. Derek, it says he has another case, was the reason that was already in Division 3 was the purpose of the transfer.
Let's go back to this. Did something change?
He has
check of the record. The case is still assigned to Division 3. So,
and Judge, I'll get with the prosecutor. He has another case, 17-331, I think is the reason this case we had transferred to our division. And I'll visit with the state, and if we can get Mr. Breedlove resolved next week, we'll get him on the docket.
Okay. So I'll put Mr. Breedlove down to reappear in front of Judge Putman on the 27th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. You may be excused, sir. 2017-28, State of Arkansas versus Bobby Jean Ellis. And I guess we also have 2017-116. Is that the same defendant?
Yes.
This is someone who was in federal custody. That's
Judge, Public Defenders represent him on 2017-28. He's yet to apply on 2017-116.
But you are representing him on 2017-28.
Correct, Your Honor.
All right. Judge, there's no action to take in this.
But Judge, if we
Well, I think we need to arraign him. It doesn't appear he's ever been arraigned. That's what I was checking on.
Yeah, it doesn't. Looks,
This is one of those individuals that was under federal charges, and we can never get him located or to court on time. So, Mr. Ellis, you're appearing on charges of possession of firearm by a certain person, a Class B felony, possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class D felony, charged as an habitual offender. On those charges, how do you now plead?
Under the plea of not guilty. Your Honor.
Plea of not guilty is noted. It would appear that all of these matters need to be on, I'm going to put them on for, both of these matters on for trial the week of June 4th. June 1st is set as a plea deadline date. And I'm going to order his reappearance, next appearance in court on these charges will be May 4th. All right, you may be excused, sir.
In Court on TKO8 Television is brought to you in part by Campbell Bonding Company. Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-741-1138.